Oh my god, that shotgun is so overpowered. Did you see that one shot? Anyway, guys, I am here to talk about Call of Duty's file sizes. So if you haven't heard, there is a conspiracy right now that Call of Duty is intentionally making their file sizes huge so they monopolize your hard drive on your PS4. So you can't have any other games. You can't play any other games except theirs, which makes sense. If you're only playing their game, you're probably going to buy their DLC, their season pass. And if you load into Call of Duty on the game, one of the slides when you load in is it's labeled reduce file sizes. So it instructs you go to your main menu, go to file management, delete any unused content from the game. And it says season 2 content requires multiplayer and zombies game content to be installed, meaning if you want to go for challenges and skins and camos, you have to have both installed. So essentially it's saying you can delete Dead Ops Arcade, you can delete the campaign to make more room. So it's telling you to delete their game to keep their game. Like, what is that? And for Warzone, like in comparison, Apex Legends is roughly 40 gigs. You know, I don't know what the actual total with all the updates, but it's roughly 40 gigs. That is like what I would expect. I don't know about textures. I'm not a coder. I'm not a game creator. Look at this guy in the corner. God. So you can, right now, what I would suggest, you can go online right now and get a 2 terabyte external hard drive on Best Buy, on Amazon, for about the same amount as a game. $65 gets you 2 terabytes. And you won't have to worry about any storage issues for the most part. Unless you own like 50 games, the internal plus a 2 terabyte external, that's all you're going to need. So I currently have a 4 terabyte external Western Digital. I like to download the PlayStation Plus games of the month and just have access to all my games whenever I want. That's just how I like to do it. So that brings me to my next point. The PS5 just announced they're going to unlock the extra hard drive slot this summer. So I was reading an article. It's Ars Technica article by Kyle Orland from 2/26/21, and he wrote, Bloomberg cites unnamed people briefed on the matter and reporting that the PS5 owners will finally be able to expand the system's built-in storage coming this summer. I don't know about you, I haven't been able to get one still. I probably won't even be able to get a PS5 until the summer, so that timeline works perfectly for me. So this planned firmware update will unlock this feature. Will also allow for higher cooling fan speeds on the system to prevent overheating. So maybe the reason they're not allowing you to add the hard drive is to make sure that the system doesn't overheat and your PS5 doesn't blow up in smoke. So I don't know about you, I'm fine with that. The hard drive that I have, it says for games designed for the PS5, owners are currently limited to 667 gigabytes of usable space on the system's 825 gigabyte high-speed NVMe drive. So if you don't understand why that is, I would assume that most of it is going to go to the operating system that is on the PS5 to make sure you can run your games and everything like that. So that's pretty much a strict limit when individual PS5 games can range from 50 to 100 gigs. Now the whole thing with Call of Duty is, if you want Modern Warfare, all of Cold War plus Warzone, you won't be able to fit those on day one PS5 that's 500 gigs, which is the majority of the playlist, or majority of the players on this game. Most of them are playing on PS4. I think even if you add up PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, Series S, like you might still have about just as many on PS4. So that's the majority of their player base. Can't even have all 3 of those on their hard drive. Now, to me, I think they could just compress it, and like these graphics you're looking at, they're not that great. I mean, Modern Warfare had great graphics, but the graphics on this game, there's fewer maps, plus Warzone, a comparable game. Apex Legends is only 40 gigs. I assume the texture's a little bit higher on this, but 3 games for 500 gigs, that just doesn't make sense to me. So, also the article, going back to the article, it says almost a year ago, Sony announced the PS5 storage space would be expandable with certain standard M.2 solid-state drives. So, you can also add an external hard drive if you want. you're not limited to that internal. Now the internal M.2 is going to be much faster than pretty much any external drive. So if you're loading a game or loading into a map, it's just going to run much faster. So I'm excited to get a PS5, and as soon as I buy one, I'd probably go ahead and buy that extra internal hard drive plus an external. I want to make sure, you know, once I buy it, I'm going to buy the hard drives all at once, and I'm good to go. Going to the gameplay here, I don't know why. All my gameplays in the last 2 weeks, I feel like half of them are at this map. I don't know what it is about this map. It's not a great map, but apparently this is the only map I can do like great at. You're going to see I go 36 and 10. I'm using the AK-74U. It is still probably the best gun, but if you have not unlocked the FARA yet, get to level 15 in the season pass. The FARA is amazing. The rate of fire is outstanding. The iron sights, you don't even need a red dot. Go get the FARA, start using it today. It's probably going to take over as the top used gun, I assume. Just picked up my war machine. I was feeling myself here at the end. I did not have a great start to this game. Started to pick it up, but as you're going to see, the kill streaks from the air on this map are absolutely terrible. I just ran that into the top of the roof, but I still think these kill streaks are the best for any map. I'm going to continue to run them. I'm just going to switch up my gun and use the FARA, which, if you don't know, that is basically like the new Galil. Maybe the iron sight same as the Galil, but this thing, the visual recoil and the rate of fire both seem to be much higher than the Galil. The Galil to me, you know, it was a slower shooting gun, highly accurate, and low recoil. The visual recoil on the FARA, it bounces up and down a good amount, but the rate of fire is so extreme that it doesn't even matter. You just plow through anyone you come across. So my goal is to probably take it into zombies, go ahead and get it to gold, so I can put on the dark ether camo, you know, because it looks pretty fresh. I'm pretty excited that I killed that guy right there, and his sentry turret did not kill me. They need to buff the sentry turret. They need to buff the attack helicopter, which takes me to my next topic. They did come out with patch notes that they're going to reduce the cost of the VTOL warship as well as the attack helicopter. I still don't think the attack helicopter is worth using, but I could go back to the VTOL. I used the VTOL for a good bit in Season 1. I could get it pretty regularly, and then I love to use it depending on the map. Probably wouldn't use it on this map, but yeah, as we're coming to an end, this gameplay, guys, please like this video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'm going to try to grow this channel. I'm excited to bring more content. I want to, like I said, start using the FARA a lot more, unlock the camo, and see if I can get 40 plus gameplays with it, because it's an absolute monster of a gun. Alright guys, I'm the Great Mighty Pooh. Like I said, I'm out. Please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Loyalty to the party, loyalty to the motherland. Victory.
Enemy eliminated. Moving to